Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I want to share with you what I packed for our hospital stay when I was giving birth to my baby girl. I created a list of things that I could possibly need for the stay at the hospital, and I came up with what I call the ultimate list because everything that I needed, it was in the bag. I can say that I researched a lot, I read a lot of blogs, Pinterest entries, YouTube videos, Instagram. I asked around, you name it. I looked everywhere just in case I was forgetting something. And I created what I think was the ultimate list. As I said before, this is the list. I'm gonna leave it down below for you in case you wanna check it, but I'll be showing you what I packed for the hospital. This is mom and dad's bag. I'll be sharing with you what I packed for my baby girl. It's a different bag and I'll be uploading it soon, so subscribe and leave in the comments if you want to check that. And let's show you what I have here. This is what we took. This is a carry-on, like the kind of suitcases that you take in the airplane cabin with you. I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna show you what we packed inside. So first of all, pajamas. I was a little worried about exactly what you needed to take for the hospital. So if you have the chance to do a baby hospital tour for the place that you're gonna be giving birth, or talk to a nurse and ask questions, I recommend that you do that. We did that, and one of the questions that I asked was, what do I need to wear while giving birth? Do I need to buy my own gown? Do you give me one? And the nurse basically said that usually you bleed a lot when you're giving birth, so you just use the hospital, the one that they give you at the hospital, the gown that they provide for you, and they just, I don't know, they throw it away, put it to wash, not sure what they do, but that way you don't have to take your own and take it home all bloody and stained, and you know what I mean. So I bought 2 pajamas, but that's for after giving birth, for my stay at the hospital, which was 2-day stay because I had a vaginal birth. Everything went okay, and so we got to go home pretty fast. But I got 2 pajamas that I want to show you. One nightgown pajama. This one is from Victoria's Secret. It's a medium size. As you can see, it's pretty baggy. Take into consideration that my baby girl was born in winter, so I have long sleeve pajamas. Maybe you want to take that into consideration and take short sleeve if you're giving birth on summer, or maybe not because the AC is gonna be pretty high. Although you probably can regulate it in the room, we were able to regulate the temperature, but just in case, think about that. But I was giving birth in winter, so I got this one. What I wanted was one nightgown, just in case I had a C-section and didn't want to wear pants or I felt bloated. I ended up having a vaginal birth, but anyways, this is what I wore at the hospital. And as I said, this is a medium from Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna leave the links down below. If I don't find exactly the same thing, I'm gonna link something similar because they always have these kinds of options there. But you can find a lot of options on Amazon or Target. Whatever you usually buy, they probably have this kind of pajamas, kind of dress with a button front. This is great. 1, if they're helping you get dressed. 2, if you're if you're breastfeeding, you probably want buttons on the front. That makes it a lot easier, even more the first days. And also, if you had a C-section or you want to go to the toilet, it's easier that you don't have to pull up your pants, or there's nothing touching you in the scar area, things like that. So I think this is a must. One long sleeve, in my case, button front nightgown pajama. The second pajama that I took to the hospital, it's also from Victoria's Secret. I got the medium. I usually would be wearing a small, but I wanted something baggy and loose, so what I did was buying it while I was still pregnant, obviously, and tried it on. And this one, let me see how I can show this. I'm gonna put it on so you can see it better. This one also has a button front, so you can see like this. Go, and it has pants with just a thin elastic for the waist. It's pretty comfortable, loose fitting. These were great. I used them a lot while I was breastfeeding because it had buttons, and this is a great option because you don't want to, at least I didn't want to be wearing like proper clothes. I wanted to wear something comfortable, but it still look nice as much as possible after giving birth. After 24 hours of being in pain and contractions and everything, you need to, feel better, and everything that you can possibly do on the outside kind of helps you feel better. So I wanted nice pajamas, just in case. This is what I wore after giving birth, after using the nightgown that the hospital provides you, and after I shower. I gave birth at 9:36 in the morning, and by the afternoon I was able to shower and change to one of my pajamas. So that's number 2, underwear. So I thought a lot about this, and what I did was packing my underwear, everything that I needed, inside one of these bags that work to separate kind of like things inside your suitcase. And let me show you what I have. First one is these comfy socks. These were I get from my mother-in-law. They're super nice, even more winter. Obviously you probably don't want to wear these in the summer. So I decided to take just one pair in case I feel more comfortable wearing this. I also took 2 pairs of socks, regular socks, just whatever you use. And these will work for your stay at the hospital if you want to wear them. These work for when you go back home and need a pair of socks, basically just 2 or 3 pairs of socks to have just in case. I recommend taking a couple of pairs of breastfeeding bras. I decided not to use the regular breastfeeding bra. I didn't like it, that's a different story, but what I did was wear cotton bralettes that work great for me. This is from Forever 21, but you can find them anywhere. It's just 100% cotton bralette, and these were very easy to pull down to breastfeed my baby, so you want a couple of these just in case you feel more comfortable than being all naked. But you definitely need breastfeeding bras. By the way, my OBGYN practice had a list of recommendations for what to take to the hospital, so make sure to check with your hospital or your OBGYN. If they have a list, you should definitely check that, because that's gonna give you some kind of guidance on what your hospital provides, because it may be different to what I had. So make sure you check on that. And I also decided to take a sports bra. This one, it's from Primark, but you can take any sports bra that works for you. This one I took just in case I wanted to shower to help with the dilation part. I finally ended up not doing that because I had an IV and I wasn't able to move around a lot, but it's an idea, something that you may want to pack too. Underwear. What I did for this was I bought a couple of underwear that was high-waisted. Let me show you. Medium size. Again, I'm usually a small, but I decided to get a little bigger so the belly will fit comfortably in. This one was in case I had a C-section, which I did not, but they have like a higher waistband that doesn't restrain. It feels super comfortable, and it gives you the tiny little bit of support that you need after giving birth, because your belly gets soft all of a sudden. Obviously there's not a baby there anymore, so there's nothing like pushing out, and this kind of underwear gives you that nice feeling of everything holding it tight together, but not super tight, comfortably tight, let's put it that way. So I got a couple of these just in case I had a C-section, but I ended up using them and liking them a lot on the postpartum period. There's this type of underwear too. This is 100% cotton panties that I bought at Walmart. You can find them anywhere. And basically what this was underwear that I could wear while bleeding a lot at the hospital after giving birth, and in case they would get bloody or have stains, I didn't need to bring it home and wash it. So what I did was taking a couple of these, having some more at home just in case I needed it, and I knew I could throw it away if that was the case, if it was too bloody or dirty to bring back home. I would recommend that you take at least 3 or 4 underwear, even if you're planning to stay just 2 days. You never know, maybe you're gonna be there for 4 days. and just take extra underwear. And know that most hospitals usually offer you disposable underwear. I'm gonna show you what they use with me. I guess it's pretty similar everywhere. This is what they used after giving birth. This is what they put you on. It's sort of like what the top part of the pantyhose or the tights, kind of. It's very stretchy. It's a one size kind of thing, and it's okay. I rather wear my underwear, but for the hospital was great. So you probably are gonna be using this. This is what they're gonna get you. But in case you want to have your own underwear, I would recommend having the ones that you don't mind throwing away, and also pair of comfortable ones in case you have a C-section and want to feel everything in place. And talking about underwear, the hospital is gonna give you pads. Basically, it's the same idea what you use for your period, but they're just bigger and more cotton-like. I used the hospital ones. They're perfectly fine. I just bought some pads to have at home. I got two types. It's what I saw as a recommendation everywhere I looked, and this is what I have. I had the stage free. These ones I bought on Amazon. They come in 28. They're pretty absorbent. Both are nice. And then I got these Curity maternity pads. Also nice. I guess both work perfectly fine, so you can choose whatever you want. I'm gonna leave the links to these down below. And for breastfeeding, you have a couple of options. You have the washable breastfeeding pads, and you have the disposable breastfeeding pads. What I used was the disposable ones. The washable ones work as well. They're great too, but I felt more comfortable at the beginning using the disposable ones, the Medela type. I'm gonna leave everything down below for you. And basically you just put them on your breastfeeding bra, and that prevents from leaking on your shirt, your sheets, and everything. Toiletries. So this is what I have as toiletries. Obviously everyone needs something different, so I'm not gonna tell you what you need to bring. The basics, right? Shampoo, conditioner, brush, toothpaste, toothbrush. If you use any hair product, like I have curls, I use a curl gel, or perfume if you want to feel better. Lip balm, that's a big one. Lip balm. You're gonna need lip balm. Hand creams, maybe. You're gonna need soap or whatever. I'm gonna show you what I got at the hospital. This is what they gave to me. It has everything you can possibly need. I'll probably be showing you some clips of what it includes. So this is actually great. You probably don't need anything else, but if you are more picky on what kind of shampoo or gel you need, or whatever, you probably should take just your own. As some kind of extra, I use this herbal perennial spray from Earth Mama. I actually didn't love it. In the hospital they give you a different one. Let me show you which one. This is what they give you at the hospital, and it's way more effective than the Earth Mama Herbal Perennial Spray. But both work perfectly fine, and if you don't think your hospital is gonna provide that, that's a good thing to have. And also this type of thing, this is a lanolin from Medela. This is for breastfeeding. I don't necessarily recommend that you need to use this or you need to have one of these. This one, it was a tiny size that they gave me at the hospital, but it works. Breastfeeding at the beginning, at least the first day for me, was kind of like an experience of having your lips dry. You want to use lip balm, you want to use some kind of moisturizer, and this does the same thing for your nipples, basically. Flip-flops. You also need to take flip-flops and some kind of slippers. I got these ones that they're pretty cute to walk around the hospital because it was winter, but if it's summer or spring or you don't mind, flip-flops are great. I also took a t-shirt, just a regular basic t-shirt with you that you can wear in case it's too hot and you don't want to wear one of the long sleeve pajamas like the ones I have, or maybe just pukes or vomits or poops on top of something you're wearing and you always have this t-shirt just in case you need it. Something to chew on or suck on while you're giving birth. Since you're not allowed to eat while you're in the process of giving birth, when you enter the hospital, they don't let you eat anything. Well, they let you do Jello and Sprite, but basically that's it. And if you have a long birth, you're gonna want to drink or suck or chew on something. And what I did was bring some of this lollipop. Actually, my mom got them in Spain for me, and I used like 2 or 3 of these. So I recommend, if you want to have something like this, don't forget to pack it in your hospital bag. Cash. This is something we didn't end up needing, but it's good to have some cash for vending machines, coffee machines, or things like that at the hospital. If you're with someone and they're waiting for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours while you're giving birth or with the baby at night or whatever, they may not have cash, and some vending machines do not accept credit cards. So this is a good idea, because you never know, right? A notepad and a pen. I am the kind of person that has to go everywhere with a notepad and a pen. So makeup. What I did was bring some basics. You don't need a lot, just something to make you feel better, more awake, more alive after such an awesome yet tiring yet painful experience. Probably more awesome than anything else if you're lucky, but still you need something to feel better. A shower could do it, but makeup also does it, for me at least. And what I did was just taking one of these tints that you can put on your cheeks or lips and gives you a little bit of color. Lip balm. This is also like a color lip balm that you can use for your lips. Mirror. Concealer. That's a must for me. Mascara, maybe, if you're that kind of person, and something to remove it. And that's it. You don't need a lot, just something to just have a fresher look in your face. This is probably one of the most important things. You need to take a copy of your birth plan with you. Our hospital had a copy. We previously had taken a copy of our birth plan and everything we wanted for our birth, but we took a copy with us, and we took the insurance card too. That's important if you live in the US, you probably already know this. But what I did was just pack it on my hospital bag, and I knew I was not gonna forget the insurance card and some kind of ID form. And your birth plan, don't forget that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and share it. I will be uploading new videos every week. See you soon!